So as you know, I'm Beth Carr, CEO of Santa Cruz Community Credit Union, and Lynn Robinson is Executive Director of, and I can,
Purchase United.
oh, thank you. And so I'm just very impressed with everything that you do. I do want to do a shout out to my board of directors and also to introduce, Diane on the phone, Tammy Pelstring's on our board of directors and Howard Shear is our board chair. I think it's really important, in looking at everything that you do, and, a lot of what we were looking at was the fact that you have a food pantry and that you're distributing food and working with low-income people with needs in San Lorenzo Valley. Also, you have such a long history of experience with disasters. Your organization has been critical in helping people in the 82 floods and the Loma Prieta earthquake, on and on and on. And now we're in the middle of this, the recovery from our horrific fires. So what you guys do there with so little is amazing, and I just really appreciate you.
Well, I have to say the reason we're able to do what we do and have the longevity that we do, and even our origins was born out of a disaster, the floods of 82. So here we are 38 years strong. It's literally built on the community support. I mean, I'm amongst community-minded folks that are finding ways in their own lives to give back to the community. So for us to be connected with you now with this wonderful, wonderful opportunity and generosity is really special because we are helping every day, but you can imagine the scope of what we are seeing right now. And we're helping fire victims every single day, and it's due to support exactly like what you're providing right now on a scale that we can help so many people in a very big way.
I always think about your organization as the one that is the go-to in San Lorenzo Valley. We at the Santa Cruz Community Credit Union have the same philosophy as you do, and that is looking after our community. I mean, our middle name is community, and it's really wonderful for us to be able to provide some support for you at this time. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, Howard, and thank you, because you hit the nail on the head in the sense that it's the community. Who would have ever thought the catastrophe that we're dealing with right now, this crisis from the CZU fires, would be so immense. When I got that news, both from Beth and Diane initially, I was just so elated. And I feel like this is another new wonderful partnership that I am just very, very proud of because of the work and the history that Santa Cruz Community Credit Union has throughout decades, similar to us. So it's just, I think it's a perfect match. And I am so thrilled to be amongst you right now.
Yeah, I love your enthusiasm, Lynn, and we just we radiate on that because that's just what you do and is comes from the heart, and really appreciate that. Here we are in this really tough year, and this was even before the fires. We're just in a really really tough year, and our nonprofits in the community are on the front edge, the essential workers of in this incredible environment with the virus, and it just seemed like we needed to do something more, and the board really said, this is what we need to do. We need to find what funds we can pull it together and provide more support, and so that's what we did. The other thing too is, like you said, we got the matching funds from the Federal Home Loan Bank, where we are members of, so really appreciate you and thank you for everything you're doing. Since this is a virtual presentation on our virtual checks, so you see them in front of you, and we are more than excited about being able to provide $10,000 to you, and hope for having a very good partnership in the future.
This is incredible. I mean, so for the community to see, I wasn't saying what the amount was. I thought, well, maybe it will be revealed, but here it is, that kind of generosity and support for our nonprofit. Really, we stretch that as far as possible. It's staying right here in the community. 100% of this $10,000, in this case, it probably all will be fire related. And as you said, this was even pre that. I mean, can you imagine? So many people and so many nonprofits are feeling the effects of COVID-19. We normally are teaming with so many volunteers. We call ourselves volunteer powered, but with the COVID-19 issues around the safety of that, we've pared ourselves down literally to the bare minimum. So we've never stopped a beat. Even when we had to evacuate, we just reset up remote over at Holy Cross Church, got a cell phone, got our phones to go remote to the cell phone. We just didn't skip a beat. It was a challenge. We got back in the building and just never stopped. The pantry's been functioning every day, and then we're helping fire victims every day. And it's from A to Z what the needs are. You can't really express what it is, except it's people that have gone through something so challenging for themselves that even physically, emotionally, mentally, and all the parts of you that tries to assess what just happened out of the blue so quickly, these fires happen so fast, that we're one of the first points of contact for them to come and just see what resources there are. And you can imagine the challenges that everyone's facing with these immense dual and triple events that people are experiencing right now. So the humanity of our community, you can see my gestures. I just think of us all as just kind of one big arm around each other and linking where the support's needed. Your support to the tune of $10,000 is a huge piece of that puzzle. Thank you, all of you, for making that possible. That just speaks to the trust you're putting in the work that we're doing too. So
Thank you.
Just want to thank you, just echoing what Beth said. Thank you so much for all the hard work you do and for fighting the good fight. We are really grateful and appreciative of your efforts.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, Lynn, for everything you're doing for our community. So many people seek out Valley Church's United Missions, and they trust you, and I am very thankful that you're there for them.
and we are there for them. And I'm just grateful. Look how many years, 38. When you have a legacy like that, you're born out of a disaster, you serve during disasters, but you serve during the calm, and we're there for people to help support them and keep them, because we're not the handout, we're the hand up. And we're just hoping that we can really turn people's lives around. We do our work with joy and with real gratitude because of your support. So
Well,
with that, I just want to give my thanks to all of you and to all of the board. Please extend my thank you to the entire board.